Okay, my name is John Ferluga. I've been a stand-up comic in the stand-up comedy business for 29 years now. I got started running Giggles Comedy Club in 1985, and Jerry Seinfeld was the headliner the first night I ever worked. You can believe that. Having dinner with him the first night will get you, put the hook in you pretty good. Later on, about 4 years later, I ended up starting doing stand-up, and if you're going to do stand-up up here, you're going to do, well, one of two directions. As Mr. Hennigan said, you're going to put on a plaid shirt and head to Canada, or you're going to go work with Mick over in Spokane, who they actually made a movie about. This guy called The Montana Run or Stages, which Ron Reed, who's legendary around here, plays Mick. But it's called the Food and Beverage Tour, because you never know if you're going to get paid, but you're always going to get food and beverages along the way. And Mick had a gig fall out. We were supposed to do Moscow, Idaho, and we ended up in Troy, Montana, which is a suburb of Libby, playing a vacant lot next to the bar at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to 40 drunken copper miners and their wives. The barbecue pit in the back of the vacant lot. If you walk out the back door, the side door of the bar, the stage they built out of plywood and 2x4s for the country western band was on one end. The people were in long picnic tables, and in the back was the barbecue pit that was so close to the Santa cans, the guy flipping the burgers would have to get out of the way for the shitter door to open and shut. Okay? So they go and introduce me, and they don't have enough mic cord because they didn't have any room for us on the stage, so we had to stand down in the front, and the mic cord was so short it went underneath my armpit. Yeah, it was this way. I couldn't turn to the left at all. That's how short it was, and I had to talk down into this way. But these people had never seen a comedian at all. So I'm up there, and it's like my third gig, and I'm killing. I'm telling old street jokes. I'm doing John Fox's jokes and stuff. Mick and Lee McKay is the headliner, and he's there just howling like hell. And all of a sudden, it starts, there's big rumbling, and everybody jumps up, and the audience starts running at me. And there's a train. I didn't know there were train tracks on the back side of the vacant lot. And this big fucking Burlington Northern comes rolling through, and everybody jumped up. See, I'm from the city. I'm from downtown Seattle. My high school is 4 blocks up the street. I don't know that in the country, trains kick rocks. So everybody jumps up and comes running over, and I'm standing in the middle of the audience like this, and they're all laughing, going, "Yeah, good show!" And this train goes by for like 15 minutes. Jesus, everybody goes back and sits down, and I try to get them back, and they're pretty, I can't say it was a bad deal. They were getting some laughs. And then this drunk lady walks out of the side of the bar. This toothless, drunken Indian wonder starts yelling at me, just, so I start hitting her with heckler lines, and just how long you've been using your personality for birth control, sort of stuff. And I just start pounding her, and I get to one that I actually wrote. The audience is just howling at this point. She's yelling back at me, and I said, "Boy, the people you meet when you don't got a 2x4. And everybody laughs, and this guy stands up out of the audience. I'll never forget him. He's wearing a sweater on a hot day, and he's walking in. He looks like everybody's high school English teacher, and he walks out of the audience and walks right up to my face, and I'm like, oh, it's the sister, the brother. This guy's going to try to kick my ass, Walks right up into the front of me, smiles, walks over to the side of the stage, picks up a 2x4 from leftover from building the stage that's covered with mud and weeds, and comes back over and hands it to me and walks back into the audience. The place goes absolutely ballistic, and I looked over at Lee McKay and said, "Thank you, good night."
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, who books that, John?